Thank you, Chair. Commissioners, so there were no gambling bills specifically that passed during this legislative session, which ended last Thursday. There was to report back in terms of the two bills that the commissioners chose to support. One of the bills did pass, and that has been delivered to the governor, and that is concerning animal cruelty in the first degree. And so watching for the signature of that.
I think that signed yesterday.
Signed yesterday.
Okay, very good. So that was a nice, that will help because that assigns a level 3 seriousness to animal cruelty cases that inflict harm or injury or even death to illegal animal fighting events. So that will be helpful. So just a few other bills. I listed a few that have impact to the agency in various capacities. One is House Bill 2216 that eliminates the 2-year and 4-year degree requirements, unless the degree is required by law for an employee to perform their essential functions. And so we'll be watching that. Again, all of these bills have been delivered to the governor, and so that may, I think that was moved forward as an opportunity to help remove those potential barriers of entry to the workforce. And so we'll be implementing that, as well as eligibility for employment of certain law enforcement agencies. And so that does include limited jurisdictional agencies as well. And so we'll be able to, moving forward, consider applications from citizens as well as lawful permanent residents. And then there was a bill that provides flexibility for general and limited authority agencies, peace officers, when feasible. So we can adjust work schedules beyond full time, because specifically in the statute, it said you had to be full time in general authority and limited authority. But again, alternative work schedules will be something that we potentially explore, but it does need to fit the needs within each law enforcement agency that decides to move forward with that. And then there's one bill that we'll be seeking guidance from, and we'll hear more about. Substitute House Bill 1105, requiring public agencies to provide notice for public comments. That includes the last date by which public comment must be submitted. And so we'll just be monitoring the signature of that and then providing updates in terms of how that might impact mission work and notices, etc. There's just a few more, but
We don't need to be the lead agency on that.
no.
This is that is a bill that impacts the Open Public Meetings Act,
Yes.
and so this will be across all agencies.
And so at the May meeting, because at this point there's no June meeting and then July is right around the corner, we will be bringing topics for you all to, potential topics for legislative session 2025 for your thoughts and consideration. And we hope to hear your thoughts of potential legislation ideas, so we can have a brief discussion about that, because when we reconvene in July, we will need to know what items we'll be looking to you all to give us guidance as to what you would like us to proceed forward with, because then September is right around the corner from that. So.
Took my
Just-
summer.
I know. I'm sorry. Just the reality, Gremlin.